Ugh.
Protection spawned. Your team has the protection.
You're dead.
Oh, you bitch.
Teams are tied. Teams are tied. Lead lost. Teams are tied. Killing spree. Lead taken. Teams are tied. Teams are tied. Lead taken. Five-minute warning.
Where the fuck's this? Okay, there we go.
Incoming quad.
Oh, you bitch. Get the fuck out of the way. Thank you. Ah!
One spawn. One damage. Net master. Headshot.
Fuck out of here. I don't want to use this. God, I can't hit shit with this thing. I need. Oh, got it. Shit, I need to not be yelling. It's too early.
Protection spawned. Enemy has the protection.
Dude, where the fuck is it? Can I get a different weapon, please?
faster. 1 minute warning. Incoming quad. Quad spawn. Quad damage.
What's up, dude? It's starting at 9 a.m. So, hour, I believe. Hopefully it's Pacific Standard Time.
You win.
Oh, bitch. Yeah, and as far as I know, people are just gonna have streams going when it happens. So, like IGN, GameSpot, all that kind of shit. YouTube, maybe. So, probably preemptively try and get that set up before. So, you should try and die. It's like a brand new experience afterwards. What? What does that mean? I wanted that so bad. I'm so glad I got it. I think I died right in the beginning. I started the stream mid-round, but yeah, I had a pretty decent round. And then in the middle there, I was running around because I didn't want to use the fucking railgun. Is the audio decent? What do I think about the genders in Cyberpunk? I think
Vote now.
I don't have enough information on it, but given the setting of the game, it's not really an issue. The only thing that I think is weird is they retracted it. I think that's the biggest thing that people are probably more upset about, is that it was there and then they took it, so it's going to seem like pandering. At the end of the day, I think it's not going to matter. I don't care, but I get why some people are upset about it. But also, I won't tell those people not to be upset about it. I don't care either way. But I think when you start getting into futurism, you start getting into transhumanism anyway, and you start having questions of, you know, what is the meaning of anything? What is it? What does anything matter? So, and again, you know, there's been games out there where you don't even pick a gender, you just fucking pick a character and you start playing, and you can just think in your head like, okay, I'm a dude. And I think most people would have the same reaction as you anyway by looking at your person. Or, you know, what are you looking forward to most in the new gameplay shown today? I'm looking forward to... Okay, so, and I've talked about this a million times on the channel, so I don't really want to beat a dead horse, but it's gonna be so hard to talk and play this at the same time. I saw about, I think, like 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay when I was at E3 that hasn't been shown yet. So I'm wondering if they're gonna be showing the same gameplay I saw, which was fucking amazing. I'm hoping to see something else. When we saw the Gamescom preview, I saw stuff in that little preview that I didn't see. So I'm hoping... I'm hoping to see some new stuff. Because from what I saw, you start a mission, you're talking with this dude at a desk, Keanu Reeves is in the background talking to you, and then you end up leaving, going through a garage, getting on a motorcycle. It's really fucking cool. And audio's off by a very small bit, but fine overall. We'll see about volume when Cyberpunk starts. It's off like it's delayed.
Teams are tied.
Ah, shit.
Quad. Lead lost.
Oh my god, okay. I bounced off somebody.
Quad spawned. Enemy has the quad. Your team has the quad.
Good, 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 good. Alright, got him. I don't know this map. Fuck. Anyone knows how long the gameplay is going to be? I read on Twitter it's going to be 15 minutes. That's why I assume it's what I saw. Oh, fuck. Ah! Fuck, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I hate playing a map I don't know. I don't know where shit's at. Oh my god, I didn't even fucking hit that guy. How old are you? I'm 32. Anyone knows how long gameplay? I already read that. I had a good game last round, now I'm getting my ass kicked. I hate it. Alright, bye.
Anyone got something to patch up an injury?
Teams are tied.
Give me a better weapon. Give me a better weapon.
Teams are tied.
Fuck. Oh my god. This is driving me crazy. Alright, thanks. That's not too much. I hope they show some new stuff. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, if they show what I saw, I'm going to be excited anyway. And I'm pretty sure I watched a guy play the game. Or at least they told me they were playing it in front of me. So, like, hopefully it'll be different anyway. Where the fuck's my team at? Ah, you motherfucker. Do most older Twitch streamers do Twitch part-time? I don't know anything about that. Are you playing this until live stream start? Yeah, I'm just staying busy. It's getting the stream warmed up. Around like 8:45 I'll probably check and see what's going on with the stream. I'm sure I'll have like a pre-show thing. Didn't you guys know this is Cyberpunk? It's all a big fucking lie. Fuck. Okay. This is Quake Champions. I haven't played it in a grip, so I'm trying to get back into it, learn the maps. Although I'm fucking getting my ass handed to me right now. By that motherfucker with the goddamn railgun, dude. That's like the third time. Holy shit, that Penny C motherfuckers wrecking. Shit. I hate it. Whoa! Damn, someone's on my ass. What's going on? Why is that person picking on me? What the fuck, dude? Oh, I hate it. I'm going fucking crazy right now.
Incoming protection. Stopwatch.
Got a band-aid or something?
Protection spawned. Enemy has the protection.
Dude, I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Why is that Penny C dude everywhere killing me? 2 years later. 2 years later.
Stay in the fight.
Get the fuck out of here, finally. God damn. Alright. Alright. That motherfucker, dude. That's like the only person that's killing me. So, who's excited for Cyberpunk? What are you guys hoping to see? Dude, that guy's fucking teleport shit's annoying. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh god, that's awful. You know, I was excited. It's riddled with RMTBS. This is true. This is true. That was so bad. Look at that fucking 23 score. Holy shit. So funny that this game went from doing, because when I started playing this, they had loot boxes, and now they're doing the battle pass thing. It's like whatever acceptable system to get extra money from people is currently popular. They just kind of switch it over, which is smart. Smart. I'm more excited for Watch Dogs, but Cyberpunk is right up there. Really? Really? That's actually the first time I've heard that, and that's actually really interesting. I'm pretty stoked about Watch Dogs. Here, I'm gonna get the fuck out of this and get my shit ready to go. One good round, one bad round. Okay, so yeah, the camera does look like it's doing some weird shit, so let me see if I can change the exposure, because that typically helps quite a bit. I don't know if it did or not. I'll switch over to this. Put me back on camera. And I think we're good. So let's make sure we got all of our shit ready to go. I'm probably gonna watch it via IGN, because I don't really have a plan otherwise. Here, we'll use this to test. So you're more excited for Watch Dogs than you are for Cyberpunk. Is I was gonna ask if there's a specific reason, but that's just subjective. But are you a fan of the Watch Dogs series?
Lead game designer of Dying Light 2. Let me guide you through the gameplay
Dying
review
Light
demo
2.
with an extended director's commentary. What you're about to see is the longest chunk of DL2 gameplay released to date.
Chunk.
Dying
I
Light
can
2
just
is
stop
an open-world action
imitating
RPG that gives you the power
accents.
to make choices that change both the narrative
So what do you think
and the
about
world
them
around
switching
you.
over gameplay, essentially? Because I mean, like, from what I've heard, other people who've seen the game or played it, they said it's pretty much like a different game now, which is really interesting. Also, is my audio good? It looks like it's pretty good. Can you hear just fine? It's like in green, I'm in yellow.
His status to call a meeting between the renegades and the officers of the two main factions that operate in the city. Our game's protagonist, Aiden Caldwell, is invited as well, and he's just about to join the others. The demo opens in a tavern that's owned by Frank. It is called The Fisheye, and you will visit this place quite often, meeting new people, starting new quests, and mingling with the survivors of the city. The bracelet you just saw is a biomarker. It tells you your infection level, how close you are to becoming one of the infected that mindlessly roam the streets.
Renegades will be here any minute. Where have you been?
Around town.
Drink. Need to rest?
No, I'm okay.
That looks pretty good,
I'll be okay.
Even though
graphically.
the reality has changed
I love
and
the first one.
society has reverted, there is still hope, and it's worth fighting for.
Wait, they don't know?
That we've run out of water? No, they don't.
Were you gonna tell them?
If we work things out with the Colonel, I won't have to.
What if we don't?
Then tomorrow, this place is done. Either way, tonight should be a party. Let's go get one. He's celebrating early.
Well, Frank, as you can see, really is
Also,
a great
quick
guy.
shout out
Really
for anybody
He's your friend and your
who's
mentor,
watching.
guiding you through the complex
Damn, I got 4
politics of
people
the
on
city.
Mixer, nobody on YouTube. That's weird. First one was great. Hopefully this one is too. Yeah, dude, I fucking love the first one. Anybody watching this, make sure if you want to watch, fucking weekly content from my channel on YouTube, check out Tasty Loot Gaming. I'm gonna have to put links somewhere for Mixer. I haven't done shit. And for anybody who's a regular on the channel, we have Plus Club coming out today, so make sure to stick around and watch that later. We'll be talking about
This is why we screw.
Sniper Elite 4, and fucking Wipeout. Those are the games. And then we got Game of the Month coming this weekend, so that'll also be worth checking out on YouTube. A Tasty Loot Gaming, all one word, or multiple words. I don't know. I just woke up. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's my channel. I have no idea. I'm just weirded out by the way the game is trying to go. It's definitely trying something completely different. It's really kind of interesting, and it kind of reminds me, oddly enough, of Rogue Legacy, because in that, it's a roguelike, obviously, you probably know already, but just throwing it out there. You play through, and when you die, you spawn as a whole different character that adds to kind of like the whole story, and then you die, and you play as a new character, and this, it kind of reminds me of that as well.
We are in a central part of the city, so-called District 2. The city is made of 7 very different regions, and each one introduces new parkour moves, new enemies, and new gameplay mechanics.
Hey! What, are you not going?
What's that link?
There's a lot of them, man. Things will get fucked up at the castle, I guarantee it. You got a plan B?
I'll improvise.
That guy sounds like,
It'll work out.
Oh, it's a link to the channel.
Frank!
Do it!
Okay, let's get it on. This is absolutely not a coincidence that we start with a combat encounter with humans. The combat
Your
system
channel.
in Life 2 is
Thank you, very
more
much
tactical,
appreciated.
And it's with humans that it shows its full depth.
Yeah, okay, so this excites me because, like you said, I love the first one as well. I had a blast playing it. It looks a lot like the first one, but it also looks better in every way. Graphically, it looks better. The combat looks less stiff. It seems more dynamic.
You get after those fuckers. I'll look after him.
What happened?
What happened? Those fucking renegades shot him. Where were you?
I love this game. Yeah, dude, it looks fucking awesome. This will be a day one buy for me for sure.
Hey. Catch that truck, or you would never get onto that alley.
Okay, so here is the first choice. It's an action game, so you need to think fast. Act on your instincts.
Keep him alive.
Stay in contact. Now run.
Saludos
Fun fact
desde
is that we have recorded
Argentine.
Frank's lines without really telling the
Hehe.
voice actor for
Haha.
the character,
Are you
Lucas
from
Schumann,
Argentina?
what will happen to Frank in this
Is
scene.
that what you're
When
saying?
he visited us at the
Don't
tree to see the
speak
demo,
it,
he was
but
really
hello.
devastated. This place is also a great example of what we call the modern Dark Ages. As you can see, the buildings and the surroundings are modern and quite familiar, but yet very distorted.
They kind of said the same thing, I thought, in the first game too. They're trying to make it seem like
this kind of survival
almost like the
life
world's
is
starting
something
over.
you'll be able to influence directly by your actions and decisions in the game. If you play your cards right, settlements like this will start appearing in the city, and some of them will bring new quests or
It's cool to see the world kind of progressing forward.
Matt?
Belief says hi from Argentina. Hello
Looking
from
just right.
Washington in the United States.
Don't think about that now. I'm on it.
As we look for the truck, it's a good moment to see the size of this
Dude,
district.
this looks
It is
good.
I have it. I'll get them for this, Matt.
Just keep your cool, kid. Remember, what matters is the water.
The truck is very far away, so it's a good opportunity to show you some of the new toys you'll be able to play with in Dying.
Gonna be able to do
Light.
some
Grappling
fucking
hook
David Bell shit across this place. Are you gonna
and
start?
a paraglider are just two of the few
What?
so-called player tools you will receive as you play the game.
Okay, as you
These
play
are
it.
also
I would say you're gonna
connected
start
to
with the
the
grappling
idea
hook
of
because that shit
using
kind of fucking.
devices.
I
Every
chose not to
player
use
will
it.
receive the base version of these tools, but you will also be able to upgrade them as long as you
This
make the
also
right
seems a lot
decisions.
more open.
This is the most demanding part of the demo for our internal players.
Completely
The
forgotten
demo was
about this
played
until I
live,
got the
and it
notification.
became-
The
each one of
the
those
stream,
presentations went quite
the
smoothly. To
the
achieve
fucking
this,
Cyberpunk stream.
Each one of the players spent about a week making sure they will execute.
I kind of
all
forgot
the moves
too,
without
but then I
any
woke up
mistakes.
early on accident and couldn't sleep. So I was hanging out, and then I was like, when the fuck is that Cyberpunk stream happening? Today at 9. Luckily, a lot of times they show that shit late and I'm at work, so it's nice that I can actually be here for this. be here on time for it.
Oh yes, of course you can use the infected to break your fall. Come on, it's dying light, right? It's the favorite new part remove for most of our team.
Come on. He says that like we were expecting it. That's actually cool, though. Is the quest the same as this? What do you mean? $2 a.m. in Australia. Damn, son. It's quite the difference. It's, I mean, you already know, it's like 9:30 or 8:30 here. Dude, this is fucking dope looking. I want to replay this now, the first one.
So this is where it gets real. We are deep inside a so-called dark zone, a nest where the infected hide during the day. Right here, it's too late for it as Aiden has
Dude,
fallen
is
in making a lot of noise.
fucking
But generally,
creepy.
this is a place where you should try to play it stealthy, trying not to wake any infected. The time you spend in any dark zone...
That was one thing that was really cool about the first game too, and it kind of like wore off as you played. As any game, you're gonna get more powerful, so it's like whatever. But like, they made a really cool emphasis that like the whole like, what was it, like good night and good luck or something like that. They made an emphasis on like when it's nighttime, it's dangerous as fuck, and you need to like get back before it gets dark. This is a really cool like timing element where you saw the sun going down, you're like, oh shit, I need to get back, hence, you know, dying light. So hopefully they can kind of re-emphasize that again. I like that they're kind of diving into the idea of like where these guys are at during the day and shit. Oh, that's cool. You know, for a decomposing body, and you would assume his body is falling apart, he's very buff.
Generally, as you can see, the UV light
Takes a lot of upper body strength to just
part of our gameplay for the sequel. You will use it
dance on the fucking in the club.
In a variety of different tools and gadgets.
Alright, hold on. I think 20 minutes. Does this stream do anything? So my prediction for Cyberpunk, this video, I think we're probably going to see what I saw maybe. Because I saw a little bit of those glimpses in the preview that they showed at Gamescom. But then they showed this weird thing where there's a chick standing in a room and the room was like doing crazy stuff. I did not see that at all, so... And I feel like we're going to be seeing all of what they pretty much showed in that preview.
I haven't yet mentioned the song. It's Help I'm Alive by a Canadian band Metric. This is one of the favorite bands of the composer Olivier de Rivière, who is writing the music for our game.
Well, now I'm gonna get in trouble on YouTube. I know what you mean, but my sleep schedule is completely fucked. The fact that I'm up right now would give my friend's family a heart attack. How long have you been up?
Leave me alone!
Take me to the castle.
Are you nuts?
Just drive.
Yo, I want this game. This is fucking dope.
I was doing nothing, man.
I'm gonna name this stream that. This is fucking dope. I'm gonna be saying that a lot.
You mind?
Oh shit, Simon, 2 questions, Randall. What's up, dude?
It's like a disability, you know?
Where can I get this stream?
One time I saw this guy knife too.
The stream you're watching right now with me, or are you talking about the Cyberpunk one? The Cyberpunk one you can watch, I believe, on IGN, GameSpot. All the major publications will be streaming, and I'm assuming YouTube will do it as well. Hopefully the game will live up to the years of hype about it, otherwise it's going to go down as one of the biggest disappointments in gaming history. That's 100% true. I don't think it's going to disappoint. From what I've seen, It looked amazing, but you're right. Yeah, if it's subpar, the expectation that we've created for ourselves will ruin it. This guy is a creature from the people who made the game.
Guys, I love you.
Who?
What is the
No
code?
problem.
Three horns.
Not a problem.
No.
That motherfucker? He's a creature?
As you can imagine, Steve is quite a character, and it's not your only encounter with him in the game. He's modeled after one of our game producers, but of course, the producer is not as eccentric in real life.
Oh, creator. Gotcha. Yeah, as they just said, pretty much. That's cool, though. That's like every time I've been playing Control lately. And by lately, I mean last like 2 days. And it's made by Remedy, and I fucking love Remedy. I'm a huge fan of them. And it's funny to see what's his name, Sam Lake or where the fuck. He was the original face of Max Payne, and throughout that whole game, which I loved Max Payne when it first came out, he just has those stupid like faces constantly. We're just smirking and look stupid. It's either going to be that game or just one of them. You feel me? This is true. This is true. It's either going to be, you know, an amazing... I think people will still accept it within a lot of parameters because there's not a whole lot of games like what you'd expect from like an Elder Scrolls style type game where you have like all these decisions and directions and ways to play. There's not really a whole lot of games like that on a AAA level anymore. I mean, like, Bethesda dropped the ball years ago on that shit, and no one's really trying to touch it right now. So, I feel like no matter what, people are going to love it, and they should. It's probably going to be great. It's got to be pretty bad, or have something wrong with it, that people would get upset. And then you're going to get, like, a No Man's Sky situation, where the hype was so fucking high that they'll get angry if it doesn't meet the expectation. And I would hate to see that happen, but I don't think it will, because CD Projekt Red has only gotten better with every single game that they've made. And like I said, from what I've seen of Cyberpunk, it's looking exactly what I want and more. Like when I watched the gameplay demo, it was like fucking... There was just more going on there than I was expecting. So it was awesome
but there are too many people there,
to watch.
So let's look for another way.
That is cool, seriously. I feel it's like Witcher inside GTA game. Yeah, you're gonna get that. That's one thing I noticed even Witcher 2,
yes.
the sense of like
One guard.
passion with the detail of the world and the crafting of the game and just everything, like, and then that translated into Witcher 3, which is such a bigger game than Witcher 2. So, and even though everybody's talking about, you know, the size of the map of Cyberpunk being smaller than Witcher 3, which Witcher 3 had a decent sized map, it's going to be more densely packed, and that's what matters. That's what CD Projekt Red does really well. They don't have just areas that are just a field because they can. Like, it all was made for a reason. It's all meaningful. You're not going to be walking down this direction and go, well, what the fuck? Why did I even walk down here in the first place? Well, because it's CD Projekt Red, we expect Witcher 3 levels of awesomeness, and I think we're going to get that. I do hope people, and I think they're going to do fine. Like I said, the gameplay I watched, it looked fine. But this is a big transition for CD Projekt Red because they're making a first-person RPG. They've only made, you know, third-person RPGs. And so there is some challenges, I would assume. I'm not a developer, obviously. With trying something new out. So hopefully they can nail that immersion in a first-person perspective, because that is the pinnacle of immersion in games. That's why first-person shooters are normally, like, aside from racing games, the best-looking games out there. Is because you're in the game. You're in as close as possible. You can't hide anything. In a third-person game, you're zoomed out. In a game like Diablo, you're way the fuck out. So you can make the game look, you know, less detailed or whatever. But in a game like this, it has to be, you know, the focus is different when you develop the game. And so, but I don't have any doubt CD Projekt Red will be able to achieve that. Witcher 3 is such a
with you trying to find the doctor
an
all
immersive
around the
and
city.
deep world
The
to
outcome of
explore.
your
And it's one of the
decision
best like
chase the
games when it
truck
comes to
may
like
be
side
grim,
quests that
but
I've ever
this is what
played.
you should
Every
expect
side
when
quest I
playing
did, I was
Dying
like,
Light
dude,
2.
this is fucking like its
There's
own
never an easy
storyline, its
choice.
own game. This is awesome. It's not just like, go fetch the pelts for me. Go get 15. Okay, yeah, I'll go do that, I guess. I just got a level anyway. My hype level for Witcher 3 was so high, and they fulfilled my expectations and more besides a minor graphical downgrade. I was so happy with the game, and it's in my top 3 games of all time. It's awesome. What is your top 3 games of all time? That'd be a very hard thing for me to say, because Metal Gear Solid, the whole series, is like my favorite games of all time, so they would be in the top. But if I was to allow other games in there, there'd be a lot. I've also heard they removed all the cutscenes from Cyberpunk, and every interaction will play out in the gameplay. I thought they kind of did that already. Maybe. I mean, that makes sense because, like I said, the thing, you think third person's in the game. I think they said they weren't going to do that. I think they should at least add that later for the people that want that, but they really, Mike Pondsmith really emphasized he wanted to be as immersive as possible, and they want the world to be experienced in first person. I can respect that. But I think later adding that as like a DLC would be kind of cool, because then people can kind of like, it's kind of like when you beat a game and you like, throw in some fucking mods or something and start testing the game and shit. Someone will do that later anyway, so, but I don't think they're going to add it. As for the interactions playing out in gameplay, from everything I've seen so far, it seems like that's all I've seen. Because in all the interactions in the game, there's a lot of options that will pop up. What time are they showing the Cyberpunk gameplay? They're showing it at 9 a.m. PST, I believe. Yeah. About 13 minutes.
This piece is Raindrop by Frédéric Chopin, the most famous Polish classical composer.
I love these guys are talking about music, man.
As a Polish
People don't talk about
composer,
music enough
we always
in
wanted
games.
to use one of his beautiful pieces,
There's nothing to fear.
and felt this fits here very much.
So you've come to kill me.
You've come to turn on the pumps.
I won't let you do that.
No point later on. You mean adding third person? I know some people don't like first person, but keep in mind the dialogue system they built for Cyberpunk doesn't work in third person. Gotcha, thank you. Not a problem.
Matt did.
I sent 5.
Yeah, like I said, I think that really goes into what Mike Pondsmith was saying about
We can count bodies.
he was talking about essentially how like the pen and paper game is, immersive. It's in your head. You're creating this world. He wanted to translate that as much as possible, and I think first person is the best way to do that. Of course, people on a gameplay level might not prefer first person, or might have a connotation to an FPS, and they're not really into that. They don't want to play Call of Duty or whatever, but it's an RPG first and foremost, so it's just a perspective thing. It's just an immersion thing, and I do think absolutely it does work with the cutscenes, because think about it this way: there might be something that happens in an interaction that they need you to be in first person, like you're there in real life, that you might need to pay attention to things that are happening, or maybe intentionally have something off screen happen to make the situation or the cutscene play out in a more dramatic way. It'd be hard to do that in third person unless they had camera work like Last of Us and make the camera move in a way that you wouldn't see something coming, but I guarantee that's definitely a factor. Witcher 3, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, and Mortal Kombat 9. But yeah, I guess it's really hard to pick a top 3, but these games really stand out for me for the amount of time I put into them. That's a really eclectic collection of games that's really interesting. San Andreas, dude, I fucking played the shit out of that. Mortal Kombat 9?
Okay, so this guy,
What are we on, 11 now? 9 was really
quite
good.
difficult. So first of all, you need to observe what he's doing and look for the opening. Avoid his big shots.
So before we get into the stream, because I'll check the audio levels again, but can you hear them talking?
Counters each one. But if you use one of their parkour attacks, you will see he staggers for a
Because I'm looking at it right now, and I'm definitely louder, which I need, but just making sure you can also hear what they'll be saying, because I don't want you guys to miss out on that. I'll try and keep what I have to say minimal, and then we'll probably rewatch the thing, because I'm going to be going through it. Not too well. Let me adjust that real quick. I'm gonna move it up to about there. Let me know how that is when the guy talks. They're lower than you for sure.
I'm alive, but the
You can turn up the
colonel's
volume a
getting
bit.
away.
Okay. Thank you for the feedback.
I'm turning on the pumps.
Oh no.
Fine.
9 minutes. People are going crazy. What's the point of even typing in the fucking chat? Just going.
There's a problem.
What's that? Repeat.
The alarm went off.
I
The
think I
pumps
read on
stopped.
IGN
What's going
Cyberpunk
on,
gameplay
man?
started. Unless it got delayed, it says it's starting in 8 minutes.
I'll find it. Stay on the radio.
Oh, guess it was
Of course,
wrong
as
then.
in every
Good.
great mission,
Yeah, I
there
will
must
say
be some
I'm
kind of
way early then
unexpected
if that's the
complication
case.
at the end.
But Cyberpunk could
thankfully,
easily join the
this one
list
looks
if it
quite
lives
easy to
up
solve.
to the expectations. I think it has to meet base minimum expectations, and people will love the fuck out of it. The extra
Okay,
stuff I've
to the
seen
control room.
was all surprising. So I think people are gonna love it. I think you're gonna have to be like a big fucking stickler, or like one of these rare anti-cyberpunk people who are like, it's fucking overhyped. Which, I mean, I respect that opinion, but at the same time, those are the same people who are just like, I hate popular things. Stop talking about things too much. I don't like that. But I think people are gonna love it. They'd have to do something really fucking stupid to fuck it up, and I just don't buy it. I don't think that would happen. By the way, saw y'all went to Vegas. What does Coke taste like? Well, I tried like, I think 16 or 18 different ones, and I was drunk at the time.
So there you have it, guys. The gameplay
most of them
review
pretty good.
Our new game.
If you're talking about other kinds of Coke,
to make choices that have massive
I would not
consequences to the whole city. The sandbox
condone
space of
trying
the
it,
game.
but that
Turning on
doesn't
the pumps
taste too good.
reveals a huge open world region for you to explore.
38
with new
minutes,
mechanics,
I think
new
IGN
quests,
starts
and new
off
things to find.
30 minutes earlier.
It also changes the direction of
This
the
trailer
narrative.
makes it sound... Oh, you mean like they're going to be
course,
like a
the colonel
fucking
was
30-minute
right.
pre-show? Because
There
we're
really
going to
was a
skip the
plot against
shit
it.
out of that. I don't give a fuck about what IGN has to say about
But
anything.
only he knew the area was flooded for a reason, and your decisions unleashed a new infected enemy.
Okay, hold on. This trailer makes it sound like you have real choices with consequences, like stay to help the injured guy, or chase the truck, or start the pumps versus trust the colonel. Yeah, chasing the truck and starting the pumps is
Beyond the city.
Oh. Oh god, I lost where I was at. Truck and starting the pumps is the only way to reveal the entire new playfield. Dubious. Yeah, I agree. It does seem like there's definitely a choice there, although we'll see how much. I think Cyberpunk as a game or genre is enough to make a video game look good. I mean, I don't want to admit that, but I am biased. Like, if you have samurai in a game or cyberpunk elements in a game, I'm a lot more interested instantly. But those are just things I'm into. So, like, there's, like, you know, Japanese shit. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So Ghost of Tsushima, I was like, oh fuck, I need to pay attention to this. And then Cyberpunk, I'm like, oh shit, I love futurist stuff. So fucking let's do that. If there's augments, fucking I'm down. So yeah, I mean I do agree, but I also kind of hate the idea of like, I don't know, you can get burned easily just by looking at something you're into instantly and being stoked for it without really, you know, doing the research or waiting to see anything. Cyberpunk Gamescom. I mean, I guess we'll do this, but I think it was like a little quick teaser thing.
No Wi-Fi at your
Oh,
in-laws'
cool,
house?
dude. Why is CD streaming this on Twitch? I don't know. I don't know why they're streaming on Twitch. I mean, I guess it's the biggest streaming platform.
If you replace your body with a machine, are you still human? Is it possible to
No.
maintain individualism without any human parts?
Yes.
And maybe that individualism is actually what creates humanity in us.
No.
CDPR has always been a company that put a very big emphasis on the story,
Oh, I don't know why they're not.
storytelling, and creating very strong emotion in players.
Here's one thing I fucking love so far about the way CD Projekt Red has been rolling out the reveals of this game is like one of the first reveals we saw was you hanging out with this guy throughout a gameplay session, and then in the next thing they revealed, he gets killed. So there's like this this canon that's being built in just the fucking teasers for the game. That it's getting us invested in characters that we're not even playing the game yet with. So it's been kind of crazy. Not many games that do Cyberpunk well, in my opinion. Cyberpunk 2077 might be the one that does it justice. I think it's going to be the best example, 100%, because I'm a huge fan of like Deus Ex. I think the most recent one, I think it's Mankind Divided, was really good. I liked it a lot, but this is going to be so much better, for sure. Like, I know it will be, just because there is some like jank to those games. But yeah, I don't think there's enough people putting AAA budgets and effort into cyberpunk genre games. If you don't replace your brain, you're still human. Yeah, I don't know if I agree, but I do kind of agree. Just because humans, the species, so it's the genetic embodiment of what we are. If your brain can transcend that and put it into a different body, I don't think you're human anymore. I think you're just something else. But when they're talking about the individual aspect, of course that you can be an individual without being human. Your individuality is your own unique experience. It's your own reality. That is individual. I don't want to get philosophical here. We got 1 minute and 40 seconds. If IGN just sits there and talks about, ooh, we're gonna watch Cyberpunk soon, I'll mute it until it starts. Okay, hold on. Not many games that do Cyberpunk. Blah 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 blah. I agree. If you don't replace your brain, good point. Meki is now following you. Thank you, Meki 1976. Do you see Cyberpunk live stream? Not yet. Unless there's a different one that I missed. Unless you're talking about the original one, I have my most viewed video on my YouTube channel is my reaction to the big Cyberpunk video, and it was amazing. Cool Corgi. As far as individuality, if you're full of hardware a brand produces for you, you eventually become less individual, at least in biology. In biology, but if we're being, I mean, we're speaking in vague terms because that was never brought up. They're just asking if you're an individual, and like people are like, oh, what is reality? Well, reality is your perception. Doesn't matter. People are like, oh, are we in a simulation or is this real? Well, it's all real. You're experiencing this. What is reality? What you're experiencing, no matter what. And that is your own individual, unique experience. That is individual. If you're a hive mind, if you're connected with everybody and everybody's experiencing the same thing at the same time, now you're becoming part of one entity. So you're not necessarily an individual anymore. You're part of the whole. Zero Friend is now following you. Thank you for the follow, Zero Friend, or Zyro Fiend? Fiend! Zyro Fiend. Zero Fiend. Let me know in the comments how to say that. Have you watched Akira and Ghost in the Shell? Fuck yes, I have. I love Akira. Let's check the stream real quick. Waiting for IGN. Okay, we're gonna pause this See, damn, the chat is going insane. Chill. Chill. No, but these things are, I mean, this is why I'm into cyberpunk shit. I love futurist stuff, and I love the whole, like, philosophical aspect of what it is to be a human and what is existence and stuff. Like, it's all fascinating. And the further we go into futurism, the more we can start actually kind of, like, interpreting that in a more precise way than just, like, I don't know, vaguely creating ideas of, like, you know, gods and stuff like that. She said, is it possible to maintain individualism? Perceptory modification scanners, etc. can tone it down. Yeah, possibly. But like I said, we got to have a fixed metric to, you know, I mean, she's speaking in generality. She's not being specific, so it's hard to say. If she can offer more specific parts to that equation, we could have a better answer. But I still think, yes, you can maintain your individualism as long as you don't become part of everything. 8 p.m. in Poland. Fucking Poland. What's up, dude? Yeah, we got people in Australia like 2 a.m. Probably 2:30 a.m. Whatever. Waiting for IGN. Yeah. Excited about this game. Maybe I should just go over to Twitch. No, you said they're not doing it on Twitch. Excited about this game. Me too. Really fucking excited. If I have robotic prosthetics for my arms and legs, am I still human? Yes. You're just augmented. You become something a little different, but you're still human. Because human is a species, so there's a phenotype to it. There's a genetic code. As long as you maintain that, you're still human. Once you transcend that or move away from it, you're not human anymore. So if you're fully robotic, or you upload your consciousness into something, you're not human anymore. You were human. Oh, fuck. I missed something up here, someone said. Hopefully there will be a mission in the game similar to Akira bike chase scene. That'd be awesome if they did an homage to that. My life would be complete. Yeah, that would be really cool. I didn't even think about that. 12 a.m. in Philippines. Hello. People in Philippines, Australia, 12 a.m. You are still human, but your arms and legs are no longer individual. Your body is part of your humanity, just not sentimentally. I agree with that. CDPR Twitch channel is live with a 2-hour countdown. Let me check that real quick. Oh god, I misspelled it. Twig. Are they just like CDPR on here or CD?
Wars brought a new wave of refugees to these shores.
It's time for a fresh start. God, you don't know, do you? Philo's alive.
You left me.
This is where we go.
Oh my god, there's fucking ads everywhere. 2-hour countdown? What the fuck's that about? Maybe you were correct about the 11 a.m. thing. Why the hell did they say 9 a.m.? That's when the stream starts? That is, stupid. Hold on. Morality dilemmas aside, are we not going to talk about the fact that John Wick says wake the fuck up at the start of the game? It was awesome. It's John Wick. 2-hour countdown. 1803 in Sweden. Well, it would be right. They said 8 p.m. See, everything's been telling me 9 a.m. The stream started at 9 a.m. And I guess it's like technically correct, but I guess they meant they were going to turn this on at 9 a.m. So that's fucking shitty. What the fuck am I going to do for 2 hours? Oh, God, okay. He killed 3 people in a bar with a USB stick. A fucking USB stick. That's impressive. Maybe time for you to get some breakfast and coffee and come back later. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Screw this. I'm just going to go to sleep. Good night. Hope you have the best sleep of your fucking life. Anywell is now following. Thank you for the follow. Anywell. Play Witcher. I don't have Witcher on my PC as of right now. I got it on my PS4. Okay. Let's watch this thing real quick until I figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. Get a burrito or something. Dude, a fucking burrito sounds so good right now, but it's 9 a.m. I don't know where I'd get a burrito at right now. A good burrito, that is. I could, like, go to Taco Bell, but I don't know about that.
With Cyberpunk, we're adding a whole new sort of pillar to it, which is what we call open-ended gameplay. We have non-linearity in storytelling, non-linearity in the way you explore the world, and now we want to introduce non-linearity in gameplay. You can play your character any way you would like to play him.
I like to complete missions in a way that I have managed to outsmart my opponents.
No matter what
Eat a
game
burrito
it is,
sideways and start a
I
viral
always play
sensation.
Big butch characters that kind of plow
Yeah,
through
I could try that.
And all
Although,
these things have an effect on how your story plays
I don't
out.
know, man. That's almost like just eating a sandwich at that point. Again, streaming the same stuff as CD Project Red is.
The song on the radio is
I
by rocker boy
assume
Johnny
so,
Silver.
yeah. I mean, it looks like it. This literally popped up at the same time theirs did, so.
Night City, a musician, but also an activist.
We were creating this character, and
Drink some
as we
vodka.
were
I have tequila.
In the process, we realized, hey, it would be really cool if Keanu Reeves could play this character.
Keanu is amazing.
Johnny Silverhand will be our player's guide to the city. He's with you.
Yeah, see this right here, they show a quick glimpse of it, but like right here is part of the demo I watched at E3. You have this long conversation with this dude, and he wants you to plug this fucking, you can see the cord in his wrist. He wants you to plug that in, but at first you don't want to do it because you don't trust him. You don't know what he's going to do. The whole time he's talking with you, and you're able to make decisions during the conversation, kind of like what was said earlier. They moved away from cutscenes and more so interactive situations happen. And then in the background, Keanu Reeves is just kind of talking to you and like throwing his opinion out there and shit while this conversation between you and this dude is happening, which was pretty cool to watch. He's the one giving you the mission.
He's with you throughout most of the game.
Wake up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
This project is of a scale that we've never tackled before. The ambition
No,
is
not really.
crazy.
They just showed, they essentially showed that going through a garage, getting onto a motorcycle, driving through the city. They're showing a part of the city that's like run down and on fire in like a war zone, pretty much. There's like rival factions there that are fighting. And then you go through and you sneak through. They pretty much show like being like a net runner, stealth type character, and then they show the same scenario as a more of a brawler, and it was really cool to see the two differences because there's a lot of involvement in like hacking everything. You get this wire and you can throw it into people and you can hack them, but you can also turn it into like a laser whip, which was fucking weird. And he was like slicing people up and shit. And then in the brawler aspect of it, he was like shooting people and shit, and then like he went hand to hand and started punching people, and then he grabbed a bottle, broke it, stabbed a dude in the chest like twice, and then stabbed him in the face. And it was really fucking cool. I'm like stoked just remembering it. It sounds like the right time for a drink. Yeah, dude, 9 a.m. I gotta work today too. In the demo you saw, I answered that. So no, I didn't see a skill tree, but they did kind of mention it because they're talking about different ways of playing. And they showed that. So the hacking was cool though, because like there's all these situations where this dude's like bench pressing some shit, and they were saying that in this world everything's connected pretty much to the internet, and so you're able to hack the machine he's using to be like exercising, bench pressing, and ends up dropping on him and killing him. And then this other dude's boxing like a robot, and you hack the robot, and the robot ends up fucking knocking him out, and the guy that's watching starts laughing at him and shit. So you're just kind of like manipulating the world around you without being seen, and it was really fucking cool. Wake up, samurai. We've got a coffee to drink. I drank an energy drink already, and I kind of want another one, but I might wait a little bit. What build will you be going for in your playthrough? I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go with something a little more basic. Although I typically will lean towards stealth type stuff in games like this. So, yeah, I don't know. I see the appeal of being like Street Sam, but like at the same time, I like being able to go unnoticed in these types of games and like sneak around. And when I was watching the hacking, it was a lot more involved, gameplay wise. It felt like you could get more creative. Whereas like when he was just beating people's ass, it was fucking dope and fun looking. But I feel like that would be like the last option you'd want to use in the way I would play. It was cool though. He ripped like a mounted gun out of its mount and was using it and unloading on people. I think at one point too he grabbed a person and was using them as a shield while the mounted gun was shooting into him. So you can get creative with that as well, which was very cool to see. I thought it was cool to see holding the dude as a fucking shield, being able to use heavy weapons like that, but also when he broke the bottle, that was such a surprise. I was not expecting you to be able to use a bottle as a weapon, because that kind of means that like there's environmental weapons, in a sense. I mean, I don't know, but like that was an environmental weapon. It was just a bottle sitting there. And they used it, broke it, and stabbed a dude in the face. So I was like, that's crazy. I didn't expect that. I wish that you can customize your gun. Yeah, that'd be cool. I really like the sound of hacking and melee character in the shadows. Yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do. Like I said, Energy 04 Trom. What's up, dude? We're all a little early here. Did V pick up a random bottle? In the gameplay I saw, the bottle was on a table to the right, and the dude entered the door to the front left, and as they came in, they started punching and shit, and then they grabbed the bottle, broke it, and then, like I said, went boom, boom in the chest, and then one in the face, and the guy dropped. Can you show loudest sound pack? I don't know what that is. But as for hacking and melee character in the shadows, that's pretty much what I like to play. I like to sneak around, go unnoticed, use like a silenced weapon, and then if shit hits the fan, that's when I like to like just kind of throw it all out the window, pick up a fucking gun, start unloading. The hacking is cool too. There's a lot of hacking points, it seems, and I also like the idea that you can hack people. Obviously, you can hack them, but like having a range of like throwing a cord into them and hacking them was really cool. Like I said, it's just more involved that way, which I dig. When I play Deus Ex, I typically play it as a stealth game, and I'll go loud if I have to, but that's typically, like I said, the last thing I do. Go on YouTube, go and search and write loudest sound pack. What is that? Is that like a thing you're trying to promote? Wow, environment interaction for combat. Definitely didn't expect that. Don't quote me. It might have just been that room. I don't know, but that I saw it. So, and it was cool. Like I said, when they broke the ball and stabbed you in the face, I was like, that's cool. That's. I mean, it was full of surprises. Shit, I wasn't expecting. So, yeah, hacking and stealth seems my style. Yeah, I'm the same. It really seems to be influenced heavily by Deus Ex. I mean, Deus Ex is heavily inspired by Cyberpunk as a genre in general anyway, so it kind of makes sense for them to kind of have a similar feeling. I mean, like in Deus Ex, fucking Adam Jensen has those square blades, which are cool as fuck. I love him. He's such a cool looking character, and he's got those cool ass arm blades. And then, you know, in this, you have those crazy fucking like mantis blades, so, which are way gnarlier looking. But I mean, there's definitely similarities. But I mean, that just comes down to the whole augmentation thing anyway. So, yeah, hacking still seems, or Cyber Ninja. Why don't they start? I don't know, dude. Everything I read from yesterday was like, stream starts at 9 a.m. And then they started the stream and said it starts in 2 hours. So I'm just hanging out. I can't wait anymore. Yeah, me neither. Or Cyber Ninja with Katana and high agility. See, that's also, like, when I was playing Elder Scrolls games more, back in the day, I normally played, again, stealthy, but I always liked high agility as well. I like being able to jump really fucking high and sneak around and stuff. So I do like being able to move fast and sneak around and high agility. So I'm into that build. Also, katanas are always awesome, so I feel it. I'm going katana, sniper rifle, kind of like Nemesis from Mass Effect 3. That is a cool build. It seems like everyone's kind of on the same page. Not to speak for him, but my buddy Josh, fucking TLG member, he's been on the show many times. He typically plays in almost every game the biggest, buffest dude you can get who's just ready to fuck and is a brawler. So I guarantee he'll play some kind of dude like that in this, which will deviate from what I assume most people are going to want to play, which is some kind of cool, sneaky hacker type character. Just because, in a cybernetic future, it makes sense to be more involved with that. But then again, I can see the appeal of being a jacked, augmented dude who is using technology just to overpower everything. I mean, that was another thing that's really cool about in the demo. You can hack doors, but if you have augments to be more strength focused or fighting focused, they walked up to the door and they gripped the door from the center and they pulled, and their arm like stretched out, almost like you could watch the torque, and then the fingers all like extended a bit too. And it's fucking crazy looking, and the door rips open, and it's very satisfying to watch. What do you think about samurai songs? Ooh. Samurai, aka Refused. I'm not familiar. I don't think. I'm going in the front door, guns blazing. Like you're just gonna kick the fucking door in and go crazy. I mean, that makes sense. Sounds like something you might do.
Something like Stadia really allows more people to experience our stories. Everyone gets to experience the same awesome story, quest, and
hold on, go back.
Everyone gets to experience the
no.
Our stories. Everyone gets to experience.
So that's definitely in game. And see, this is one of those situations where you're gonna be in first person, but still be able to see your character. Also, you see, what is that, Keanu Reeves over there in the fucking leather? Oh shit!
Experience this.
It's so quick. That haircut, though, man, it's not fucking. It's not looking too good. Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple playthroughs. If I play as a tank character, I'm just gonna kill as many people as possible, and whoever steps in my way, they get killed. It's fair. I think that's the way to play it. And like I said, there's options available to you. It seems like they're gonna really go the extra mile and not just making being a hacker the more interesting route to go. It seems like there's other things you're gonna be able to do with different builds that the other ones aren't going to do as well, and that was really exciting to see. Just because it gives you an incentive to maybe deviate from how you typically would play a game like this. Yeah, so got them Chuck Taylors on, got that jacket. There's some chick who made this jacket with like the lighting and everything, and it's really neat. From what I saw. Man, he's looking fucking thick over here.
Experience the same.
Sometimes we got some kind of, what is that, a projector? Is this a real
Awesome.
thing? Nope, that looks like a window. God, stop going full screen.
Experience the same.
No, it's a projector for sure. Is he in a theater? What is this shit? Some kind of office? The guy's definitely augmented. He's got it all up his neck and the side of his head. Makes him extra smart. Only thing I'm worried about is how they'll handle this gender shit they've been talking about. Well, what's your opinion on that? Chuck Taylor's never going out of style. 100%. They're fucking forever. Haven't decided if I want to close range or long range. It's between those two because I'm not a big fan of mid-range combat unless it's absolutely necessary. Once I decided I can build from there. That's funny. I'm actually a close range to mid-range person myself. I like sniping, but I always use it as like a last resort. Not a last resort, but like if the situation calls for it. I don't really plan on sniping or being long range in games. But I do love stealth in games. I love sneaking up behind people and taking them out quietly. And I love like SMGs and shotguns and low recoil, fast fire rate guns that you can like throw a silencer on, or like pistols, shit like that. So that's definitely where I'll probably be going. Also melee range, like using a katana or the many melee weapons that are gonna be in the game, or even the hand-to-hand that I saw. That's gonna be a viable option. So that's definitely where I'll be at. Whatever that ends up entailing. Seems more challenging to me to solve quests without killing. Well, to me anyway. Like I said in the video I watched, or the gameplay, you're able to sneak around without being noticed and hack everything. It didn't seem like they needed to kill anybody, but I'm sure there will be missions where you need to do something that would probably make you kill people, but I didn't see any part that made you have to do that. No opinion yet. They've removed gender labels from the body types to let players create non-binary characters, which is perfectly fine by me since we can still make normal male and female characters. And I agree with that. The gender shit doesn't really matter as long as it don't creep into too much of the game. Like, how are they gonna refer to me to be him or her? But that means we don't know what will NPCs recognize your gender based on, if not body type and voice. I only hope it's not gender pronouns. That just wouldn't work. Well, yeah, you're gonna wanna keep. I don't see CD Projekt Red going into any kind of like ideological territories. They'll probably be pretty neutral about that. But the platform that this is built off of, the genre, transhumanism, it's not crazy to not worry about male or female. The only thing that I understand, the people who are complaining, I understand only because it looks like pandering because they already had the option in the game and then they took it out. But they're not taking away the option to be whatever you want to be. There's that freedom. So I don't care, but I don't care about a lot of shit. But I think it's important to understand why people are upset about things. Because a lot of people just kind of throw shit out the window. They'll hear someone complain about something, then they'll make up why they think they're upset, and then they're like, oh yeah, they're just, an asshole. And it's like, no, I mean, it can look like somebody's pandering when they had an option for years, and then they suddenly were like, nah, we're going to take that out. And then, of course, we're just like, yeah, I mean, that's fine, it makes sense. But if someone's like, oh man, they're fucking just doing that for social reasons, commercial reasons, I mean, yeah, it's possible. I don't know. I don't care. But I understand why people are upset. But honestly, I haven't seen a whole lot of people upset. It just seemed odd that they did that after the fact. They still pandering to SJWs and removing gender. And I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I can understand that viewpoint just because, like I said, the option was taken out of the game. You could maybe make an argument or a case that that was an early build that we saw, and in the new build, they decided during development to take it out. I don't think that's the case, though. I think it was a conscious effort to decide to do it. But at the same time, I don't care. But yeah, it makes sense. It is always weird to see someone change stuff like that. What's up, Jeremy? Jeremy, you are an hour and 30 minutes early, as I am like 3 hours early. because I've read everywhere that the stream will start at 9 a.m. and it did start at 9 a.m. and then it told me that it's going to start the reveal at 11 a.m. So, yeah, we're just hanging out. I was going to go off and do something. I might still do that. I don't know. But I also might just keep the stream going because this was what I was planning on doing anyway. So I'm here. I'm ready to go. I miss everything I have to watch from the beginning. You didn't miss the gameplay stream. You just missed me fucking destroying Quake and then getting destroyed in Quake. And then we watched some Dying Light. Then I'm still trying to watch this dev diary thing. And discussions on builds and Cyberpunk and what it is to be a human. You know, basic philosophical shit. Okay. They'll still refer to you as him, her, based on your gender, but we need to know what is the gender itself based on. If it's pronouns, the problem is it's immersion breaking. NPCs wouldn't know it. I mean, that's a good point. It's an interesting point. I'm just working. Oh, how do they know my gender if there isn't an option for that? That's an interesting question. What are they going to say? I can't imagine the game being completely clean of people referring to you as something passively. Like, oh, she's getting on my nerves, or oh, this guy, or fucking, oh, he's cool, man. Fucking don't worry about him. How are they gonna do that? Because this was so last minute as compared to like the development of the whole game. A lot of the game's done. So I mean, like, and then they did this just now. It's interesting. Although it's been really kind of up in the air too, because their wording as opposed to other people's wording. You know, certain publications are talking about it like some kind of celebration of social political things, and then other people are, you know, saying other things, and then CD Projekt Red just said you can just do what you want. In their wording, they said they gave you more options, which I think is a good way to say it, because they're not taking anything away from anybody. They're just adding freedom to be what you want to be, which in a game where you're making your own character and having your own experience, I think is great. Yeah, we're talking about Cyberpunk. They originally had a male and female option in the character creator. They just recently took it out. Some people are upset. Most people are pretty whatever about it. But it does bring up an interesting question that because the game is already developed and a lot of the voice acting's already done and all that shit's done, how are they going to refer to you? See, okay, and Psycho says they could use cultural terms of endearment for your character, but that would get annoying over the course of your gameplay. I would get really annoyed hearing some weird, like, term just thrown at you constantly. Unless they're like, oh, here comes the cyberpunk. Oh, that's the cyberpunk. Oh, this punk. That cyberpunk. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, that would get really annoying after a while. It should be the option, like in South Park. How did South Park do it again? I vaguely remember that. Is it out yet? Is it out yet? Do you mean the stream? The stream is not up yet. Apparently it's going to be up in an hour and a half, which is stupid. I'm fucking wasting my life here. Not really. I'm enjoying the conversation. As for the game, definitely not out yet. I'm upset. Only male character. Most RPGs do this in a way they don't refer to you as he or she, just by your name like V or Commander Shepard or whatever. Mass Effect's a good example. I'm actually kind of curious if that is actually a standard or not. I can't make a reference off the top of my head. But Commander Shepard is a good example. I mean, that's probably one of the only examples I could probably think of, but it is a good example of where they were just... And that definitely wasn't driven by current social politics, because that was out way before. So that was just smart development and planning on their part. They didn't have to explain themselves, essentially. Because nowadays, if you make a decision like that, people wonder, are you pandering or not? Because there's, you know, outrage mobs, rage baiting, and all that kind of shit. I gotta get my Cyberpunk fucking visor.
You're breathtaking.
There now, I feel like I'm ready to play some fucking poker. Okay, I've missed a lot of what you guys said, maybe? Nope, I haven't. Pancho Spectro. You'll still get referred to properly whether you are male or female. That was confirmed by official Cyberpunk Facebook account. I asked them what will they recognize my gender based on. Oh, you asked them. They just said we'll cover that topic in the future. Did they say what it is they're going to show? They haven't, but I'm gonna assume they're gonna show some of the stuff they showed us at E3. Although they said it's gonna be Gamescom, the stuff they showed at Gamescom, but in the preview they showed at Gamescom, it showed a lot of shit I saw, but then some shit I didn't see. So probably that. I'm hoping it's shit. I'm hoping it's anything, honestly. I was thinking more like how the male NPC referred to V as Jaina or Hyena, which is slang term for females. But South Park called you the new kid. You have static noise in your mic. Uh-oh. Why? Cyberpunk 2077 subreddit has a post that explains this pretty well when it comes to the whole gender thing. Cyberpunk. Why? Why did that happen? My shit apparently fucking yeah, my shit muted for some reason. Don't hear static. Maybe it's on your end. Above, you missed it. You went mute. I have good headphones. It's not very loud but present. Yeah, and editing sometimes when it comes to OBS, for some reason, my Yeti will have a high-pitched sound. It's weird. The audio basically just cut out. Yeah, it's for some reason I have Elgato Stream Deck. It's like the thing with the buttons that have pictures and you press them and it does OBS stuff. Ever since I started using that, it'll randomly mute me. So I need to look into why it's doing that. It's very weird. You guys can hear me now, right? Yes? Okay. Wrong post. Yeah, I looked at one and it was just an opinion piece. If I play music, am I gonna get in trouble? Because I already had Ubisoft shut off my streaming for like fucking 3 months. Oh god, I'm steaming up in here. I need to put this somewhere. Why? Why is that? Okay, yeah, sound is back. I don't mind at all if the game give you a cool character to play the game. For example, Arthur in Red Dead Redemption 2, Carol in The Witcher, or even Master Chief. You mean in Cyberpunk? You gotta make your own character, obviously. Obviously. I messaged Cyberpunk 2077 on Facebook due to growing concern via Twitter, Reddit, and Steam discussion forums on the recent character creator changes. In a recent interview, it was stated that male and female options were removed from the character creator to allow the game to be more fluid. How will this affect NPC speech? And are the options to be strictly male and female still present? I understand if you can't answer, but I may ask other questions in the future. Strict male and female options are still there. Nothing was removed per se. We actually added extra options to let players decide who they want to be, which is pretty much what I said earlier. Like they said the way they're wording it's interesting because, you know, I guess everything's still there. They're just adding more ways to identify yourself. Thank you very much. I am not a gaming journalist, but I do follow a lot of gaming sites. Cool. It's cool they even answered him. I don't mind at all, blah, blah, blah. But if they take out some stuff in the character creation, I'm fucking mad, real mad. Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I agree. I understand that view on it. Oh, the high-pitched sound, yeah, just kind of used to it, so I really don't notice it anymore. Yeah, it's an OBS Yeti thing. Every time I fucking plug my Yeti in, and use it with OBS, I get like a high-pitched sound. I'm not sure why. It's annoying. Yeah, I kind of feel like they're adding options to it. Because people are saying that essentially they took it out, but I don't know if that's the case if they're saying it like that. Where is my shit? Alright, let's continue this.
Awesome story, quest, and locations.
It's a very technologically demanding game, but with Stadia you can actually play it respectively of the power of your devices.
There are many scenes that people are gonna have very strong feelings about.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
hope that the lens of the game and the lens of the future will show them in an exaggerated way things that are already happening in our society. And hopefully our future is gonna be better than the grim future of Cyberpunk 2077.
That's the thing too, man. People keep like, I keep seeing, especially on Twitter, people are like, "Oh, this should be the utopian future that we're all hoping for when it comes to gender and stuff." And I'm just like, yeah, I guess, but at the same time, Cyberpunk is not a utopian. It's dystopian. It's fucking awful. That's why it's fun to visit, but not live there in real life. Like, it's dangerous. That's why it's fun. It's a world you don't want to be in real life. Well, maybe we'll get our answer in the gameplay reveal. Yeah, they usually reply to you on Facebook, message them like 6 times over the time, and they always reply. That's amazing. That's actually really fucking cool. I think they add some options. Is it the USB Yeti or the XLR? It's the USB one. I didn't even know they made an XLR Yeti. I should look into that because I have all the stuff for that. Damn. I've never paid attention to this. What am I looking at here? He's got some kind of double barrel futuristic shotgun. He's definitely fucking cyber hick. And that chick is Murica. Oh yeah, money I wouldn't be too worried about, as long as it sounded good and worked well. But it's at this point, I can't see myself buying a Yeti again. I would just get like a decent like Sennheiser mic or something, because like for my show, I use Sennheiser mics and they sound fucking way better than Yeti. This is just the first mic I had, and it's decent for what it is. But if I was gonna spend more, I mean, this thing's like jumps between like 80 to like 140 bucks all the time, I think. If I was gonna spend that, I would just buy like an actual mic. Is this beta? Is this beta? I don't know what you mean by that. Seth, did you check the last Monster Hunter World trailer? Oh shit, I should watch that. Should I watch that in this stream though? Because I'm gonna have people fucking sift through this to find it. I had a Yeti back then. What are you using now? I got a bunch of fucking mics sitting around here. I actually kind of want to I just bought another new camera, so I want to use one of my older cameras as a webcam soon, because they'll be better looking. But then I also want to hook up one of my shotgun mics with it and see if I can get that to work. Master Horizon is now following you. Thank you for the follow, Master Horizon. I'm still getting used to Mixer, but I'm actually liking it quite a bit. Cyberhick, my future. That can be your fucking class, dude. That's what you're gonna play. Dog X1 is now following you. Thank you for the follow, Dog X1. Or Dog Zone? Is that how you say it? That's from the demo from 2018 E3. I had a Yeti back then. Might as well watch it. Got plenty of time, bruh. Bruh. That fucking face.
Unity system to create the most believable city in any open world game to date. The city's streets are bustling with crowds of people from all facets of life.
Kimosabi is now following you. Thank you for the follow, Kimosabi. I'm assuming that's meaning that they're like subscribing. I don't use Mixer. I just started using Mixer, but sadly I like that and Twitch way more than YouTube streaming. The only reason I even stream on YouTube is because my channel is on YouTube, so my community is there, and they are first and foremost.
Okay, there's Jack.
Fucking finally.
Ooh, might as well watch it. Got plenty of time, but I get annoyed by the place it takes, and I bought a great pair of headphones and plugged the V-Moda Boom Pro to it. It's minimalistic and it sounds great for the size. V-Moda Boom Pro. That sounds familiar. I'll have to look that up. What is the longest amount of time you think you have spent in character creation before playing a game? Easily over an hour. I would say anywhere between 1 to 2 hours. Especially when the game allows you like minute details, it gets really hard because I start really adjusting everything. That's why in some games, like, especially if I'm not as hyped on it, I'll just fucking like be quick about it because I don't want to spend too much time. But in a game I'm going to invest a lot of time playing that has really good options, I'll take my time. But I've definitely taken hours. Which is crazy, because I mean that's technically gameplay. You're just sitting there fucking tooling your character, but you're going to be playing that game for fucking 40, 60, 80, 100 hours. So I mean, like, why wouldn't you take the time to have a representation of what you want to be in that world? Me, like 3 hours. That makes sense.
The nature of this test.
How long have I been streaming for? An hour and 40 minutes. Man, by the time I get done with this fucking stream, Plus Club's gonna be up too. You guys are gonna have all sorts of shit to watch. Never get my character right the first time. I always restart. I've had that issue before too. Or I'll make a character spend a bunch of time, and then for some... Oh yeah, it'll be like a beta. I'll play a beta, I'll spend a bunch of time making the character like an idiot, and then when the game comes out, I try and recreate it. And I always end up liking it better, because I kind of learned essentially how my character is going to look in-game. Like, I'm running around, and I start seeing how my character, like, reacts facially to things, and I'm like, I should change this and that, and then I end up doing it when the game releases, so... 3 to 4 hours, because it was City of Heroes. Oh, dude, fucking City of Heroes had, like, a lot going on with it. So, I believe that. Especially you're crafting a superhero. So, not only are you going to be picking, like, the superpowers that you have, but you need to, like, physically represent what you're going to do. So, that's a game you could easily make a character not be happy with, go back and spend a bunch of time and try to make another fucking hero. I mean, I did that when I played that game.
Has given us a test of sorts to see if we're worthy. He wants us to retrieve
3 hours now, that's rookie numbers, yo. How fucking long are you taking making characters? If I spend more than 3 hours making a fucking character in a game, I'm gonna accept defeat and just play the game. I wonder if we'll be able to kill Stout. I don't know. Hey, got a question for y'all. I might have an answer.
First exit off Skyline going towards the NID. Storm channel under the overpass. Meet you there.
The situation's tricky because the contract giver is a corporate agent who seems a little high-strung. Before we get down to business, it's a great idea to visit our...
I believe it. When I played it, there seemed to be a lot of options. Probably not going to be able to kill her, but you never know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they would definitely let you do it. But if, like, yeah, she's important, then why would they? Especially with how they've emphasized this game is more so like you're not going to save the world or save the city, you're just going to exist within it, so there'll probably be some common characters that might carry over to the next game. Unless it's in a completely different city or something, which would be fucking cool.
Check it out while I wait for you.
Dr. Vector, we'll see you now.
Dr. Vector, we'll see you now.
Ripperdocs are specialist vendors who offer people the possibility to install or upgrade their cyber.
Depends on how important a character is. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I would guess.
Need to bump up my specs and get a grip.
Really? Now? Finally?
Heck, shit just got
But that whole gender thing, I wouldn't want to be called V all the time or Cyberpunk. That would get annoying. And I'm still checking out that tape from that Steven guy. I haven't forgot.
I'll bring you the eddies later. With interest.
What?
You know I'm
Quotes, I wouldn't. Or is that a correction? I can't see on the screen right now because my fucking chat thing over here is not working correctly. Why is this not working? Wait, what did you say? No, just me. Y'all ever had y'all shit pushed in? Oh, that's what you asked. I've had my shit pushed in big time, bruh. I've seen that movie. It was a correction, yeah. I typically have my chat over here, but it's of course having an issue for some
We're going
reason.
to install both an optical scanner.
So I'm looking at OBS and the resolution's not as good
And a
in the preview.
weapon.
Link's not labeled. And to be perfectly honest, not entirely sure where the hell
She's high level corpo agent, so maybe, but still could be easily replaced like anyone. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like you could easily kill her off and just replace her with like anybody and say they're the same thing. So.
now for the fun stuff. Major League Army, yours right here. Just like that. Thanks. Now a bit of anesthetic, and I can start cutting. Feel anything?
Indeed, it sounds like if people like Jackie can die, anyone is fair game. Yeah, that's kind of been the interesting thing about how they've rolled out these reveals. As they've revealed he dies, so it's like it's kind of interesting the way they've chose to do that. Why would you want to kill Stout? There's a heart tattoo on her neck. She a sweetheart. That is really good logic. Yeah, you've convinced me. If you can kill her, I won't, because I don't kill sweethearts. There's just some things I don't do. Come on, bitch, work. Okay.
How's it look to you?
What does that mean?
With the scanner, we can zoom in on things and take a closer look.
I just want my chat back, please.
This is fantastic.
Time for the scan.
Additionally, we can analyze objects, get details on enemy weak points or gang affiliation.
It might take you a while to adjust. This time is really determined anything. Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes and read your intentions. Ought to work like a charm. Now draw your weapon. You should see your ammo count in a brand new sight.
Can't touch this thought process. No, it's pretty sharp, dude. Pretty good. I'm into it.
It also increases the base damage on all connected weapons.
I don't know what to say.
I'm gonna try to be cool with the Maelstrom gang. Dum Dum didn't have to die. Yeah.
Thanks, you're the best, Vic.
Go on, kid. Show 'em what you can do.
Okay. This shit ain't gonna work, so I'm gonna go grab my laptop. Power off, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
While some Ripper Docs operate legally, others provide black market services. For the right price, they can even offer to install illegal military-grade cyber.
He didn't do anything wrong. He might have at some point in his life.
Left a few minutes ago.
Maybe it's karma. I don't believe in that shit, but maybe. Now that I think about it, 5 hours, and that's mainly because I was half asleep when trying to... I'd blink, and about 15 minutes would have passed when I opened my eyes. That would definitely... I mean, that's pretty much time travel you were experiencing at that point.
Hey, just bust the bin.
By the way, if the chip with the virus doesn't make it into the Maelstrom terminal, there will be no fight, and you won't meet Stout later. Instead, you meet another Militech agent. Is that like 100%? They said there's a lot of crazy shit that what you do early in the game will affect later, which is like really cool.
This guy looks an awful
And I
lot
hope
like
they
one of
can
those
deliver
scavengers
on
we
that.
took out earlier.
Because that's, you know, anyone can say that to some degree. Maybe a decision you make later, someone might mention a different, you know, dialogue or something, but to have like actual different routes. But I mean, older Elder Scrolls games did stuff like that, so there's no reason they couldn't do it. You might be onto something.
Jackie's car is a super-powered sports car running on Chew 2, the super fuel of the future. Players can explore Night City freely, in many different cars, on bikes, and in other types of vehicles.
I want a hoverboard. I want a scooter. I want a skateboard. Like retro. People are gonna be like, fucking using that shit? It's 100%. It was showcased in the Gamescom demo last year. The one they didn't make public, but summaries up. Magaha is not following you. Thank you for the follow.
I think we got rid of it.
Jetpack. Ooh, that's a good one. I know they're originally wanting to let you use flying vehicles, but then they said it was too much of like a technical thing to do. Because the game's gonna be super vertical. I can't wait to see the city at night, dude, and when it rains. See, that's the thing that was funny, is when I was watching the gameplay demo, they even mentioned then, they're like, we're not going to show you nighttime, we're saving that, but we'll show you pretty close to that. And like throughout the demo, the sun was going down, and it was really fucking cool. It was really kind of like ominous, like that orange glow or whatever. And like when you're in the garage, you could like see like it was getting darker out and stuff. And I was like, just wait a little bit and then peek out the window and just let me see. I just want to see what the world looks like. It's funny how they're like fucking keeping that a secret.
So, they're done riding our asses?
Scavs? Sure, maybe. Should be looking for a new spot to slice and dice, not gunning after us.
And yeah, well, I think the gameplay I saw looked like it had just rained, because there's water and stuff everywhere. Can't wait to visit the brothel. Cyber brothel, dog. You're gonna plug your USB into a fucking terminal and have any experience you want. There are no jetpacks, but there's double jump and charge jumps. Yeah, like I said, they're not doing aerial stuff, but I know before they ever showed any gameplay, there's like a fucking
Remember the corpo off Dex's shard?
oh god, what is it called? They had like a posting for a job, and one of the things that they wanted you to have experience with was or being ready to potentially work on flying vehicles in a massive game. So, but then later they said that they weren't gonna do it. So, although I feel like you're gonna at least be able to be taxied though, because we've already seen flying vehicles. So it'd be interesting to like be at the top floor of a building and not want to go all the way down to the fucking bottom, go over to the next building, go up, like, but to just have a thing fly you over like a taxi or whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that, but you're not gonna be able to do it yourself apparently. Shit probably hits the fan at night. You gotta watch your back, playa. Yeah, this is true. They actually said that when I was watching the gameplay demo too. They're saying that night is a lot more dangerous, obviously, because there's different people that come out during different times of day, which makes sense. You know, Witcher was really good about having people, you know, doing things throughout the day, kind of having an agenda. And yeah, and this there'll be like, you know, street gangs and shit that will come out at night more often or something. So, and like the area that I was watching was like a war zone anyway, so I feel like it's probably worse at night. That motherfucker.
Calm the hell down. What is this?
Got you now, asshole.
You're insane. Who the fuck is this?
I'll know in 2 seconds flat. That fucking thing ready?
All set.
Are you here alone?
The Corbos have hacked us through our personal link. and have subjected us to a kind of lie detector program. The dialogue system in Cyberpunk 2077 is
I love how his
fully
eyes are
gameplay-driven.
moving.
Came alone.
Yep, just little old me.
She's lying.
Search the area.
Now listen, we don't need to be here all day. This piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah. The thing I saw, like, see, this area just looked kind of like urban, but the thing I saw, there's like fires in the street and cars and like rubble and shit. So, and they were saying that there's essentially rival gangs. There's like 3 gangs in that area that were all fighting. So it was like a more dangerous section of the city. I'd like to add that the character turned out pretty well considering it wasn't my best work, but still. In what way? I think I missed something.
I have no idea who you're working for or what you even want, but you better give me something solid or I will end you.
I've got an offer.
Oh, you are stretching. This better be fucking good.
Gangoons who ripped you off? You don't want to find out. They got a bot I want. Give me the funds to buy that.
Gangoons.
I don't give a shit about the thieves. I want my mole.
Where in the
Friendship 50K.
fuck?
Just enough to buy you your bot. Thing is, Chip's gotta make it into the thieves' terminal.
Oh, restream's just down. Lame. Then how am I streaming right now?
Fine. I'm in.
Hmm.
Try to fuck me in any way, and I'll be seeing you real soon.
You're making a mistake! This cunt's good as dead!
The agent gave us the money to buy the bot we need from the gang. By choosing to call the Militech agent early, we have now opened up a non-violent path through this quest. Of course, we could try and keep the money, but that would
I like how if you don't answer their question immediately, they don't just stand there looking stupid. Yeah, there's a really good flow to dialogue and decisions you make. Just like later in this demo, it seems there's that part where like you pull the gun up or whatever, and it's like the flow's really fucking good. Is my internet dying? What the fuck's going on here? Or is that them? I mean, I'm streaming, so. Seth, what's your name on Mixer? Can't find you. It's 9while9. I need to change it. So, she has a mullet. That's why. Look at her. Why would you want to hurt Meredith? I don't know. She's kind of a bitch. They'll keep talking. 9while9. Thank you for throwing that in there. So, is everything not working right now? Because Restream.io isn't letting me look at my fucking chat. And now that stream, just shut the fuck up. Things are getting interesting. Kind of a cute bitch, though. Yeah, it's typically how it works, in my experience. The cuter, the crazier. That's how the world works. I'm gonna restart everything. So I'm gonna restart this stream. I don't know what I'm gonna title this stream because it's gonna upload to YouTube. Maybe like fucking Cyberpunk pre-show or something. That last I was on accident. Ignore that. I'm really fucking confused. Find you. I'm glad. Why is nothing working? my stream's working, but fucking my internet is not. Let me check otherwise. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely got to be on my end because everything's still working. Buy a new PC. This is a new PC. I mean, I'm playing everything on Ultra, so. Yeah, it might be my router or something. I might have to reset it. It's definitely not my PC. I was just playing Control on Ultra with ray tracing at the highest settings, and that shit is fucking crazy. The only problem is with my second PC that I'm using now, I'm still getting all the kinks out. But like I bought fucking my power supply is like a really small one because it's an ITX build, so like my case is like about the size of an Xbox, and I have like a 2080 in there, and everything runs super cool, but then for some reason the power supply that I have will decide to kick on the fan even though all the temps are down, and it'll just go and just keep going even after I'm done doing anything. I'll stop playing something, all that shit, it just keeps fucking running. It's really weird. So I need to get a different one because I'm not gonna be able to handle that. It only happens when I play Control, really, with fucking everything on max, because the ray tracing, I guess, pisses off my power supply because none of the other fans are running. Just reload the stream. Yeah, let me I'm gonna hop off, stop the stream, and I'm gonna reset my router and stuff, and then I'll be back up to watch this. I'm gonna eat something real fast too, so give me like 20-30 minutes tops. But anybody watching this, definitely hang out, come back if you want to watch with me. Yeah, we'll check this out. I still gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna name this on YouTube though, because this video is just me talking. Okay, yeah, so stay tuned. I'm gonna go to the store. Hopefully it's good by the time I get back. It should be fine, unless something catastrophic happens, in which I will have to make up in a post video. So, alright, I'll see you guys in a little bit. You guys on Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube, make sure to hang out and come back. Follow me. Fucking hit that follow button, hit the notification button to know when I go live. And check me out on YouTube at Tasty Gaming. Alright, I'll be back.